I forgot. Now I have to wait an eternity for this to work. Well, not work, but to function. So,
I don't meet that many people that I think are really similar to me, and that's probably a good thing for the world. I find most people are different than me. I definitely feel like from where the market's going, 90%, 95% of the market doesn't see or agree with me. And I'm happy that 80% of the time I think I'm right on those things long term, but I just like people in general. And so to me, a good solid debate is equally sexy to yesing each other and just glorifying how awesome we are that we see this or agree on this issue. They're weirdly one and the same.
Very cool.
Cool, thanks. Who's in that room and why is it so loud? No worries. Cool. Loud. I know, but chooses projects.
Alright, so it's Jeff.
He's so good with the shoes. Is he Joe Namath?
that's funny.
Amazing.
Hi. Gary, I have a question. Nationwide CMO recently justified their Super Bowl ad by saying, "We weren't trying to sell insurance, we were trying to save children's lives." How do you feel about advertising such a somber spot in the Super Bowl?
Great question and great legs, Jeff.
That's great.
That's a really good question. It's really interesting. I always have wondered if everybody talking the next day after the Super Bowl about the monkey that jumped on the bear with a cute little puddle of water with a smiley face on it, did that actually help XYZ thing sell its thing? And I think at some level we have a lot of wannabe movie.
Dude, I swear, Gary, when he thinks, I imagine him looking at photographs of things and him describing what they look like. It is weird.
And I'll explain why. Number one, at some level, advertising is supposed to make you remember and think and recall. And the truth is, that piece of content makes me think about what those people actually do for a living a hell of a lot more than a lot of other things where people bring back old school celebrities and then 10 minutes later, you don't even know which snack it really was or which soda it was or which beer it was. And so, I understand people's pushback against it, but I'm a humongous fan of going countercultural, right? And so in a world of Super Bowl is festive and this and that and everybody's kind of going for humor, here we are talking about it, right? And so, again, I was at the Super Bowl and haven't fully even seen the spot and don't have all the context, so I'm not super prepared to give my final answer on this, and I'll try to do that shortly because I should be on top of something like that. But my early intuition is that there's a lot of value to always playing the other side of the equation, and from what I can tell without seeing fully the spot, because I've seen the images but not fully the spot, the content is at least closely tied in to what that company does for a living. And I think that way too many people want to throw Betty White out there or a cute XYZ kitty cat or something of that nature. And you're talking about the creative,
Right,
but
time
you
to
have
go on
no
hyperdrive.
interest in going and buying the product. I think there's real potential for that kind of effectiveness. So I think standing out and going the other direction is always the right thing in a crowded environment. And I think they've clearly done that because everybody's still talking about it and debating it, and it's tied into the business they actually do. What's up, man? How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good to see you, man.
See you. What's up, everybody? I'm Steve Campbell. You rock. You went that up right here.
I like the right hook.
I'm a copywriter here at Vayner. Been here about 4.5 years.
OG, baby.
OG. So I've always wanted to ask
Steelers
you.
fan?
Steelers fan. Gotta get that out there.
One of our rare wins this year for the Jets.
Yeah, unfortunately. I remember that. So I watched you answer literally dozens of questions over the years about everything from family to business to wine. I was always curious, what is one question that you're shocked nobody's ever asked you before?
That's a good question. The truth is, people have asked me this exact question before. I guess it's never been on film. and since I've answered thousands of questions, not dozens, the funny thing is, even though I think I get a lot of credit for being able to answer questions immediately when I don't know what they are and they come from so many different directions, I'm trying to figure out the psychology behind this answer. It is very intriguing to me that I don't know how to answer this question at all, right? I don't know if I'm so pure about loving Q&A that like I don't even know. Like, I'm never prepared for a question. There's nothing look, I definitely don't struggle with telling the world things that I want to say, so there's no question I need for me to be able to communicate something that I want to say. For a little while there, and I think the Ask Gary Vee show has helped it, and definitely that post I did the other day about, like, here's how you build your personal brand, and it was like, shut the fuck up for 10 years and build something. I don't think it's not that I'm surprised nobody's ever asked me questions. I do wish that more people ask me hardcore business building questions. I think that people want to go towards the motivation and the vision and things of that nature, but like hardcore tactical, like how do you staff, like against a P&L, like the stuff that I actually do that's super nerdy. I mean, I'm sure the reason people don't ask me it is because it is super nerdy. It's not as sexy. It's not the sizzle. It's clearly the boring slab of steak. But for me, I think so much pride in being an operator. I think so much pride in being able to build 2 businesses now in a young business career that have both grown from a small base to $50 million in revenue in 36 months. That just doesn't happen a lot, especially in a non-funded environment. You need money to do it, so it's all its own growth and using its own cash flow to do, which makes the 3-year growth so much more difficult. So I guess I'm not doing a good enough job portraying that part of my career to induce that type of audience to ask me those kind of questions.
Fuck, that's a good answer.
So first and foremost, thank you so much for being here, guys. Thanks for being part of today's show. That was super fun. Episode 69 in the bag. Let's clap it up for yourselves. I love when I ask people to clap in sense. I love it. Question of the day. What question would you really like to ask me based on Steve's last question that you've never asked me? Meaning, can you come up with an interesting question for me? You keep asking questions.
I got one. Question of the day. Do you have a blockchain R&D program at VaynerMedia? Might as well copy and paste this, because that's my question. I'm curious if something like this works. I've always wondered this, because like whenever I get a YouTube notification for someone liking my tweet, they don't tell me who it is, they just tell me I like it, and I'm more inclined to go and look at what's there. So I'm curious if that will happen here. Paste. Oops. That's what I wanted to do. Via Gary Vee, and we want to do, oops, not Claude, team, Gary Vee, because that's a very important question.
On this episode, I talk about being an actor, being a mom, and being a recent graduate. You ask questions, and I answer them. This is the Ask Gary Vee Show.
Episode 70.
Hello, everybody. This is Gary Vee, Nerd Chop, and this is episode 70 of the Ask Gary Vee Show. Lovely Monday morning. Goddamn icy rain, snow mix in New York has completely flipped my entire schedule. It's insane that the lack of grit in New York City area right now is pissing me off. The fact that I've had 7 different meetings canceled today is disturbing at best. And if you're watching the show and you canceled on me, yes, I'm calling you out. You're soft. Right, so the show, last episode was super great. Trying to get one in on Friday, but then we got quenched at the last second. Almost got 5 in last week, which would have been insane. Want to thank all the Vayner Nation listening to the podcast and watching the show, enjoying it. We've hit a milestone, episode number 70. Look, fun fact, I don't know if you know this, but 99.6% of all shows on YouTube never make it to their 70th episode. I made up that fact. Let's put the data fun fact.
Maybe this will be
quick. This show. You like that stuff? Let's go. Neil asks, looking for a marketing job right out of college is tough, especially finding one that's not scheduled.
Alright, so I can't do anything.
Neil, it sounds like, by by the way you're asking the question, I'm glad we're getting to attack this, that you're looking at what is deemed as internet marketing, right? When you say that all marketing jobs are scummy at school, I think what you're falling into is kind of those ebook, kind of landing page, the bad version of all these great growth hackers out there, the bad version of that, right? Lowest common denominator, playing arbitrage, internet marketing, buy my ebook in the back room, discs, MLM. It sounds like you're going down a funnel, and what you deem as marketing is scummy, and I understand a lot of that gets into dark marketing, but 98% of the marketing jobs in the world are like working at VaynerMedia business marketing. So first of all, I recommend recalibrating how you're positioning marketing and make sure that you're not going down the rabbit hole of internet marketing. And I keep quoting it like this. First, I love air quotes, and we all know that. But second, there is that term for just copywriting, make landing pages of like red and yellow and buy this, and whether you're selling supplements or ebook or information, play that game out. That's
Red,
not the
yellow.
marketing that I believe in or think about.
It's a good color to use
I would
if you
tell
want
that there
something
are
to
8 billion agencies, marketing, digital,
make you
social agencies
hungry.
out there, and I would immediately go get an internship if you can't get a job and prove that you've got the chops, right? I mean, it's unbelievable how high the percentage of the interns that we get here at VaynerMedia, we offer a job to one, we're growing fast, so that makes sense, but they come in and they've hustled, and so the lack of internship out of college, if the market is bad, blows me away. It seems like the market's getting better. Jobs are being created more at the scale than, say, 24, 36 months ago. But the famous D-Rock story or any other story, like the ability for you to go and work for somebody pro bono to get a resume. I mean, look, to me, if you're struggling to get a job for 2, 3, 4, 5 months out of school, why in the world you wouldn't take a half of your day, each day, to then work somewhere for free or intern or whatever it is, to A, pick up skills, B, network, C, learn your craft in action and watch it, D, create the leverage and almost guilt your employer into hiring you or making them tell somebody else to hire you. Better than sitting around and moping about why it's not working out. Unless you're out there literally in job interviews or sending resumes, I mean, you've got 18 hours in a day to execute this. And so, to me,
That's
you
a
doing
very
that at 7
good
p.m. to 2 in
point.
the morning, and then
Why do I keep feeling like I have to? I don't know why I feel like watching that countdown, but I do.
go work at a pro bono place or a museum or put your skills into action if you're a marketer. Dana asks, how would you advise a young woman to brand herself on YouTube if she's worried about privacy and security for her family? Dana, that's a tough question for me to answer because I'm acutely aware that a lot of practices that I do, I would struggle to execute if I was a woman. And definitely, the thing that I spend a lot of time on this lately, serendipitously, I've been in a couple of meetings with a couple friends that are what I would call very attractive girls, and that becomes, call it whatever you want to call it, that becomes a whole other variable. And so, women have it different. I mean, I'm thrilled for people to leave comments, and I know they will say no. Yes, women have it different, African Americans have it different, Latinos have it different, context out there is different. White males have certain advantages, and putting yourself out there as a woman leads to dudes being dudes. And what I mean that is dudes are jerk-offs and scum buckets, and it's just how we roll. Don't be mad at us. We were given chemicals that made us want to be hunters, and we just don't know how to handle that 94% of the time. I'm in the 6%. And so,
That's so true.
So carefully. I mean, I'm petrified to give an answer here because if one deems into, an uncomfortable situation for you. But I think that there's different levels. I mean, here's a good example. It is very hard to find pictures of my kids on the internet, right? And your question actually has your child in the picture. I'm not calling you out for that. I'm saying clearly you have some comfort level of putting yourself out there. This is not an answer for me or for anybody else. It's an answer for yourself. But what I would tell you is to be careful, but to recognize that people are good. The number one underrated brand in the world is human beings. The mainstream media spends all of its time telling us about the terrible 0.01% of us as humans.
Very
And the truth
true.
is stunning. In the world that we live in now, where everybody's putting out their information, where they are, how they roll, who their relatives are, how empty their home is. Remember when Foursquare came out and it was like, oh, everybody's gonna rob you because let's put that article. I'm gonna find it. It's like, put it up here. Like, this was an article that was literally written. Google right now, like, burglar, Foursquare, robbing your house. Like, everyone's like, oh, you can't check into places because people know you're not home and they're gonna rob you. Ludicrous. You found it already? Yeah, please rob me. It doesn't happen because 99.999% of us who are watching the show, living in this world, are good people. So, look, I'm not giving you advice on this because I care way too much about the health and well-being of your family, and I care way less than you do. So you do roll your way. But I will say this, people are good. And, it's stunning how many more bad things can
What makes me think even more incredibly deep on that thought is, holy cow, he's right. Not just in a... I'm thinking of it as the benefit it gives the mainstream media to tell people that, to keep them in their homes, to keep them on their TVs, to keep their reality and their perception of reality in a confined small box, aka watch game shows where people win money and cry on TV, keep them occupied, keep them distracted, keep them thinking the way to do this is to win money. Listen to this. Of course, then it finishes. So I was just watching a commercial for Deal or No Deal on CNBC, and it's partially disgusting, but hey, it's what the mainstream media promotes because it's what increases their bottom line, so you can't be mad at them. You just, when I look at it, I shake my head. Anyway.
that's going to come to your house and hurt you. It is far riskier to drive a car than 99% of the things that people talk about around social media. So, that's just my context point, but I will not give you an answer because when it comes to family, everybody has to make their own decisions. Johnny asks, any tips on giving a great right hook? Sweep the leg, Johnny. Sweep the leg. And that's literally how I think about this. I mean, the fact of the matter is you gotta go in for the kill. Just watch Karate Kid, where that quote's from. His teammates sweep the leg, Johnny, go in for it. How do you throw a right hook? Honesty. You know what a good Super Bowl commercial is, in my opinion? Hey, I'm Gary Vee. I'm the CEO of Toyota. I want you to buy cars from us. Let us know how we can make that happen. That's a good Super Bowl commercial. Because forget the pony and the eagle and the cute dog and everything else. You want to sell cars. And I think that Americans, you know what? Let's do a test case right now. What's Jab right hooks Amazon ranking right now? I'm gonna show you, Johnny, how to sweep the leg. What's the Amazon rank right now? On Jab, you know how to find it? I find it real fast since I look at it all the time. If I go in India, all the time when I'm selling, I haven't looked at this in months and months.
I think I may have seen this.
That's the rank. Ready? Everybody who's watching this show, it would mean the world to me to be able to land the right hook I'm throwing right now. A lot of you have watching the show right now to buy one jab, 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 right hook. It would mean a lot to me. I would prove my point to Johnny. I would equally benefit from that because I make $1 to 3 cents or $3 per book or whatever it is. This is what I'm done promoting jab, jab, right hook, but it's the most tangible thing that we can all watch together. I'd like you to buy more. If you're ever thinking about buying it for your staff, you can send one for your single. Anybody who's watching, and if you watch more than 25 shows of the Ask Gary Vee show and you don't own a copy of jab, 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 right hook, you need to. That is absolutely a must. And so that is my
This
right
is
hook.
great.
That's obviously, I don't know how you can link up, obviously you can't go to Amazon, but like link it in the comments, and that's my right hook. You just honestly ask, you try to create some guilt around it, you watch 30 shows, you give me $15, you try different angles, you just go straight for it, you don't hedge, you ask for the sale of jab, 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 right hook. Gopi asks, how do you leverage social media?
Actually, I'm gonna have to go buy that now.
Gopi, I think one of the things that you need to be thinking about is your target audience. So yes, put out content. I love the stuff you're putting out. I love the picture in the public store, and I've been seeing the love from you on Instagram, so I appreciate it, brother. I think that one of the things I would do is map the people that can get you roles in your country. So literally, you probably know the names of the casting directors or the networks that will book you. Literally down to the name. Simon Thompson is Daniela. Where he's from? Admit how good I am. India. Tell me. Let's talk about this. I'm a busy guy, right? I'm a busy guy, right? And the fact that you could bring him right out and say that, and then I can tell you which country. You're impressed. A minute. You're cool. Sorry, that was just for me. India's just a pure character, and I just always love to show her like how into it I really am. That's good stuff, right? Thank you. That's enough. Look weird. Look, I think there's 50 to 80 people that you know the names of in Norway that book, you know, the television shows or commercials or whatever you're trying to nail. And so I would go after them directly, meaning I would try to put content in front of them on Facebook if you can buy ads around the places they work. I would literally reply all 80 of them. If they're on Twitter, let's call 4 of them are on there, so you can say, hey, but don't be stalkers, like, hey, book me. Be like, you know, look for things they're talking about and reply to that.
This is such a great recommendation for what is that?
Right, so like their description, where they live, their age group, you can find them on Facebook posts. Go look at LinkedIn, see who you're connected to with them, and maybe put out content to that person. And maybe, I mean, look, you have a buddy who's connected to the person you need to get to. All right, Indy's connected to D-Rock. We're tight, but I'm not tight with D-Rock, and he's a casting person on Channel 2 in Norway. It's okay to say, Indy, I'm going to put out a video that's really funny. If you can retweet it, that would be awesome, because I know that D-Rock follows you, and maybe he'll see it. That's an indirect, direct way, tangible, black and white piece of advice that may lead to serendipity. I can go directly to D-Rock. Or the other thing is D-Rock is on Twitter, and he tweets about the presidential election in Norway or whatever, King, or, you know, and I jump in and like get involved. There's a lot of ways to make yourself aware. It's all tact, right? It's like how to roll up on that person if you want a relationship with them. Whether you're hitting on a girl or hitting on a guy. By the way, you guys see the Julian Edelman Snapchat Tinder controversy? Anyway, I just made me think of that. Anyway. Show you after the anyway, there was a business meeting I was in the other day where I wanted to get to the person like, what's my way in? That's not too forceful. You know, it's almost this imaginary blend of
Could be creative.
Jab and right hook, a jab hook. You know, like there's something there, and so it's tack. It's always tack. And so, but I would say it starts with you've got 80. I'm gonna assume there's 35 to 100 people that you know you need to get to. Get to them.
You're one of them, Gary.
Go away. I know that's gonna be cool. Please understand, Bear Nation. In 2015, he can get to those 35 to 100 people. You couldn't before. 1989, you call like CBS and like, can I speak? No, they will transfer you to the system. I'm like, no, you couldn't get to people. That's what the internet and what the maturity of the internet, the current state of the internet, the word we use to call the internet what it is right now, social media is. You can. I don't mean LinkedIn. As a lot of you know, been jamming on LinkedIn. I don't mean like hit him up and be like, I mean social, like talking to the president of CBS on Twitter about the Super Bowl, which leads to awareness. I mean making a piece of content that gets shared by the friends so that the president sees it of CBS. You know that you can get to people now. That's huge. So many of you gotten to me. You couldn't have gotten to me in 1989. There would have been a secretary, and Ruth would have been like, no. Ruth, you ask questions, and I answer them.
That's great.
This is the Ask Gary Vee Show. Ishmael, great question. Not really, actually. I actually think it's a very below average question. I wouldn't answer it unless I thought your talent was so awesome. I basically am answering this question strictly for 2 reasons. One, you've been a hardcore part of my community for the last 9, 10, 12 months at least. And 2, that was really rad. I love that video, and I'm hoping that people who are watching the show might hit you up and have you do something for $500 for them. I think we should maybe even do something for something. Anyway, nonetheless, yeah, I don't know. Question of the day. What is your Snapchat username? Because I want to use the screen to like follow some of you. Here's mine. Before I close with you keep asking questions, I'll keep answering them. I just want to say a couple of things. I am spending an enormous amount of time on Instagram, Snapchat, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Facebook, Twitter. My friends, we are living through, I promise you, I'm going to look back at this clip in 35 years and be like, we are living through such an interesting time of communication and marketing, one that we've not seen in another. I actually think the maturity of the internet's social graph right now, the most similar thing was really kind of like, you know, the beginning. This is the most I have felt disruption and opportunity since the 06, 07 Facebook and Twitter growth from, let's say, the MySpace Friendster beginning. Please understand that the next 24 months of hustle is probably a little bit more valuable than normal hustle because the stakes are high, the opportunities are high, there's a lot of disruption. People are just going into the Facebook and Twitter world, and the world is moving on that. Take advantage. You keep asking questions. I'll keep answering. Last episode? Okay, I like when you say close. Certainly I like this one. Are you sure it wasn't the other blue one? I have another blue one that's super close. Show me. I'll figure we're the same. I'm going to wear the same sweater all week in your face, D-Rock. What do you think about that? It's like 2 that are super close. What are you talking about? Episode 6 now, we're a maroon sweater. What the hell's your problem? On this episode, I answer a shitload of questions.
All right. Episode 21. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Is this ready? Yes. Whoa, chill. Oh, I gotta fix that quality of fucking picture. That is something else. Alright. Copy link. Copy that. We are good to go. So I think now I gotta find that one other place. Mainstream media. Oh, I don't know how I could find it. Hashtag ask with me show. Crap, I hate when that doesn't work. Alright. It's dark humor, but yes, it did happen. Alright, on that note, I'm out of here. See ya. Alright, here's the commercial I was just making fun of. Yikes. Those are the kind of shows that CNBC likes to fuel their audience with. Then there's these.
My name is Raven Thomas and I live in Gilbert, Arizona. I've been married for 11 years and I have 2 boys.
Yeah. So then there's that show. Anyway, now for real. I think I'm going to bed now. See ya.